What's going on, everyone? So today's video, we're going to talk about how we got this athlete to go from this time to this time, and from earlier 20s running this time to being mid lower 30s running this time. Hold up, that athlete's me. Let's break it down, man. How I started running. I started running in high school. Um, I ran for 1 year. I was hurt. I stayed hurt. I had a low body fat percentage for the most part. I was always active. I didn't know my body at that point, and I think the coaches didn't understand it either. So I was hurt. I wasn't that fast, right? Now I was explosive and powerful relatively. I think at that point my vertical was around 32, 33 maybe, which it was nothing super crazy. So when we look at it, I've never really had anything that was like amazing besides my work ethic and my commitment to I guess excellence, right? And I just kept learning. I kept learning, applying. And then I ran for 2 years, and that last year I tried to go back and go actually start sprinting because I was a 400 hurdler, and I just wasn't that fast, right? I had a decent get out, but I didn't understand why. And then, of course, all the stuff I know now, I could have applied to myself back then and would have been pretty much phenomenal, right? But it's things that happen. I learned it as I learned it.
And this is for the people that are in disbelief and say, "Oh no, you couldn't have been like slim, you couldn't have been ripped up, you couldn't have been training explosively." I was doing everything, doing hurdle hops. My weight wasn't that heavy at times. I was as low as 186 and as heavy as 200 pounds, and still I wasn't doing anything.
My times weren't really that fast. Uh, Actually, they're not even considered fast at all. They're actually considered pretty slow on the track.
Especially for a male, because girls at a lower level university have ran faster than this to win their conference, and girls at a big university are destroying this time by 2 3 tenths.
But it's okay. It's the growth, right? Because now I have that time, and then I have what I have now.
And every one of these times is faster than the women's world record and is considered a relatively fast athlete. This will get you to the finals of most track meets for a man.
I got back into it. I took some time off, went into football for I think after I got done running maybe over 3 years. I tried to work with football and do my football thing, and then I decided to go right back into track. Even though I had not done any training, I got back into track, and I was doing nothing but football training, change of direction, cutting, backpedaling. I was like, well, I mean, I ran a phenomenal 40 because it was short sprinting that I kept doing. So I'm like, I should be good at being able to do this, maybe a 60, right? No, not so much. And coming from football training, it wasn't super horrible. As you can see, I was in the mix, and even especially starting off. But once I got past 30, 40 yards, it just started breaking down. You can look at my feet and see I have weak feet, no front side mechanics, so my hips are trashy. Look at my quads, the strain in my face. A lot of things to be fixed here, and we did. But just look how bad this looks. Not being in the type of shape I needed to be in. Um, I got hurt that first year coming back, my knee. After I got hurt with my knee, hurt 18, I was hurt pretty much the whole time because of my knee. And then 19, I came back and I started getting some momentum. And then COVID hit. And then the following year, I did decent, got hurt again. The hamstring at that point. Started figuring my body out a little bit more. Then I started with work, so the work schedule was messing me up because I was going to work and then I couldn't go to meets. I was showing up late. Even this past season that occurred, but I actually did a much better job. Been a lot of ups and downs with things like that. I ran in my 110.58 unofficially because it was a 2.2 win. For everybody asking how fast I run, I'm around 10.6. And my 60 is 6.7 high, 6.8 low. My 200 is 21 high ish, 22 low, depending on how you time it. Uh, Other than that, we're just gonna improve this upcoming season.